Django, CSS file not loading in production, debug, false. Current error, debug equals false. The 16th of January 2018 15:18 and 42 seconds, get a static a style.css http or 1.1 for 104.90. Website loads but broken formatting because CSS file not loaded. Logging. On the CMD prompt it says, I'm not sure why this isn't working. My style.css is located in my static folder, and the static folder is the same folder as manage.py. When I set debug equals true, I reload the page and it works fine. My static folder is active and I get no static error. Please help.
You are using Django's development server with debug equals false. Django will not serve static content when debug is false. Django development server is not intended to be used in production. You will need a web server which will serve your static content or put it on a CDN. Common deployment styles used with Django are Jinx, ASCII, Django, Apache, mod_whiskey, Django. There's also Unicorn, which is relatively easier to set up.
The above answer is not entirely true, there's another way. Took me forever to figure out, sad face. Step 1. If you were using them, make sure that all traces of white noise and Django_Heroku are removed, from imports, installed_apps, virtual environment, etc. Step 2. The key for me was using the proper storage engine, which is set by static_files_storage. You don't need to set static_root because the root will be generated for you by the engine. More on that in the warning section here, this URL. Then finally, if this doesn't help, don't forget logging. With debug equals false, how can I log Django exceptions to a log file? This kind of helped, this URL.
By default, when debug equals false in production, Django will not serve static files. To change this behavior, after deploying your application, you'll need to run python manage.py collect static to put all your static files into static_root. I introduce white noise, which allows your web app to serve its own static files. It works with any Whiskey compatible app. To install it, run edit your settings.py file and add white noise to the middleware_classes list, above all other middleware apart from Django's security middleware. Save and restart your server. Finally, if you want gzip functionality, add this to your settings.py. Save and restart.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.